Namaskaram. Good morning and good evening, my dear beloved friends. It gives me a great pleasure to once again stay connected through these sessions, and whichever part of the world you are, I strongly believe that you're doing great. If you're not doing great, also believe that you will be doing great. Therefore, one day you will start doing great. That's the whole idea. The reason why we are doing these kind of sessions or conducting these kind of sessions is to inject one motive and one objective. All of us must become overcomers. That's our only objective behind these motivational sessions and nothing else. I won't exactly call this as motivational sessions, but these are facts of life. Many of us don't even realize the very reason that we are living. Many people don't even understand what a beautiful life we have right in front of us, but then we have made it worse because we believed it that way, right? Nothing wrong with you, but now also you can go through the course corrections and get it to the right side. So do not forget, be overcomers. The more you are able to overcome, the more you are able to march forward. The more you are able to march forward, you are able to taste more of your victories and successes and stuff like that. Alright, today, yet another topic, yet another time, yet another topic. What is that topic? It is not a crime to relax and take rest. A wonderful topic, right? Or wonderful title. The reason why we have used the word crime, many people think taking a day off and just relaxing, doing nothing is definitely a crime. I could have gone to work, I would have done some programming, I would have fixed some 20 bucks, software engineers talk in this language only, right? Because I'm a software engineer too. And some other people belonging to some other industry or a student, I missed my class, I don't know, say being a student, do not take off and relax because that's a time to really work hard and study. So I will come to the students part little later. I'm talking about the working professionals, especially young professionals, mid-aged professionals, newly married couple or married couple who have a children, that a couple of children, each of them are like 10 years old and 15 years old respectively. We can all understand the tensions they go through every day. It's a big responsibility, not denying that. But in the midst of that responsibility, we forget one thing. We don't give pay that respect, or we don't give that respect to ourselves. We don't give the respect to our body, to our mind, right? Which is running 24 by 7 all 365 days. Because some people, even in the middle of their dream, no, they are thinking how to fix the problem tomorrow. When I go to work, this problem will be awaiting for me, and let me do this, let me do that, and the guy will be losing his sleep. And by the time he is about to sleep, the sun rises and finished. Right? Many nights I've gone through the similar situation. Therefore, we are only honest to each other. Right? There is nothing to hide and seek here. Therefore, the point we are trying to make here is, please show that respect your body, else the body will force you to such a situation where it will ensure that you pay that respect, and that will be in hospital or in the form of medication. So let's not push ourselves to that situation. Rather, have that kind of relaxation and kind of the stress busters, right? You identify, you can invent your methods in regular intervals, periodically. Some people go through this strict principle or follow this strict principle of not touching their laptops over the weekend, no office work, nothing doing, whatever it may be. Especially in Western countries, US, you go there, European folks, they will not sit in front of their laptops. But you look at an Indian professional sitting in Europe, the guy will be online. Correct, no? Indian professional sitting in US, the guy will be online 24 by 7, all 7 days in a week. And he will be a big headache to all these US fellows. Why? Because he is changing the culture. Now what happens? The boss is going to be an American, but he has got two Indians and two Americans reporting to him. And these two fellows, for some reasons, the American will have to compare during the appraisal, right? Appraisal is all about comparisons, and how better the guy is doing better than this guy, and that's how your system is going to reward and evaluate. So at that point of time, this kind of factors also will churn out. So what happens is, you think you're working hard, you're working hard. No, you're overboarding yourself, you're killing yourself, and you're also killing the culture, right? You are such a stress to the society. Sometimes you have to really slow down. You really have to time box your time at work versus time at, for your life at home. That is exactly what we are trying to say. But let's come back to the original point. Today, the point we are trying to make here is, we do not give the respect to the body to the extent we should have given. That is the biggest problem in the world. First of all, do you know how beautifully and wonderfully our body is being manufactured? People who believe in God, let us assume that God created us. People who don't believe God, okay, let me you assume some robo created you. What else can I say, right? In general, I'm saying someone made your body, right? You know how beautifully and wonderfully it is made. Some of the nomenclatures that I definitely know is there are millions of nerves or trillions of nerves that nobody can even sit and count, right? And the rate at which your heart pumps the blood, if somebody have to put a channel or something like that, it can travel to several kilometers, it seems. And that's the reason why the blood is able to reach to various parts of the body, every single nook and corner, 72 times in a minute it pumps, right? That blood is being supplied, right, with such a force it has to reach. Some people are really tall, therefore it has to pump with even more big pressure. And our lungs, right, if it were to be expanded, it can be expanded to the size of a tennis court. So big is our lungs actually, but it has been encompassed within a small body like this, right? And your kidney is there, no? You know how many filters are being planted in that kidney, because some of you have party time, you all take alcohol only once in a week, my friend, or maybe every day take only one peg. You know how much of toxicity it induces to your kidney, but still you are healthy. You know why? Because the kidney fellow has got 1 lakh filters, more than 1 lakh filters. It is able to remove all the toxicity, right? And what else do I know? I'm not a medical student, but the little that I know, I'm already telling you. There are so many limbs in our body, there are so many bones in our body. They all function together, they are work in harmony. They don't trouble each other and all that until you trouble. So my point here is, do you give that respect? Do you show that little bit of honor and respect to this beautiful and wonderful body that God has given to all of us? No, we don't. And what is the way to pay that respect? What is the way to show that honor? Is to give that kind of rest to the body. Relax. You know, you have to relax and you have to allow yourself to rest. Resting means what? Always lying down and sleeping? No. Sometimes, you know what? Just simply sit. Maybe you can have a headset and you can listen to something. Or what even the other, the guys who have researched in this area are telling us, do nothing. Can you try to sit like that, doing nothing, sitting in a place? That is the actual definition of relaxation. I tried doing it. I could not sit more than 2 3 minutes. People who know me personally, there are many people who know me personally who are listening to me. I'm a very active person. In fact, I'm a very proactive person too. So what I have started to look at is I need to reduce that rate of, not change from proactiveness to sluggishness. No, I'm not saying you should transform your character. No, that is not what we are trying to say. But then reduce the rate at which you are progressing, your speed, your actions, your reactions, and all. You reduce it. And what is the best way to reduce it? It's just like a yoga therapy. Yeah. In yoga, generally, what you when you practice yoga early in the morning, but all through the day you kind of run. And in weekends, yoga holidays. You know, people don't go for yoga. It's only for weekdays and weekends. I have other things to do, right? We definitely don't give rest. Why it is very important to give rest is, there are various benefits to your body. You know, there are some things that I could even google out. Your heart, the health of your heart really improves. There are a lot of cases these days, young people are really getting cardiac arrest. People who are between the age of 40 to 45. I lost my friend long ago, that is 10 years ago exactly, 2012. He died at the age of 37. He was actually 3 years elder to me that point of time. And he was in my company, then he moved to a different company where they really pushed him hard. The guy used to have a kind of a very good work life balance in the company where I worked, but then because of various reasons, personal reasons, he had to move. And that company, he had to really prove himself. All of us go through this pressure, no? When you're new to some company, you have to really prove who you are, for which you have to put that extra efforts. But in a company where you are a long timer, you are a proven engine, right? People know who you are. So in the process of that, that proving scenario, the guy overstressed, overstretched, and whenever I spoke to him, he would cut my call. Whenever I call him, he cut my call. Or even if he were to talk, he talks about work, work. Really, I'm doing well, man, prospering and all that. Then I used to tell him, hey, take care of your health, right? That's important. do not overrun and all that. The guy got a sudden cardiac arrest. He passed at the age of 37. It's a true story, right? And he survived by a son at that point of time who was 6 years old or 7 years old, and he just had a baby delivered, 1.5-year-old baby. And I can never forget that. In fact, he left behind a severe depression in my mind. To fight that depression out, it took me several years. I was terribly impacted. The lesson that I learned at that point of time was not to change job, but even if I were to continue in the same job or change my job, I would show that respect to my system, my body, my health, my work and life will have to be kept in check. Work-life balance. Actually, the better title would be, do you know about work-life balance? Or we can also say that, do you know that not relaxing is going to be a crime? Any title you want, you give. But ultimately, what we are saying is slow down, relax, breathe easy, and take a day off and just stay at home. The moment you take day off, where can I go with the family? That is another stress. You have to drive all the way. Yeah, most of the houses only husbands drive. Wives not driving, but they make the husbands drive. That's a different story. Or in some other homes it's different, right? Only wives drive and husbands they sit. If both of them are balanced, then also it's a stress, right? You have to drive. Driving is a stress. Not saying you shouldn't be having family outing, but then whenever you take off, it shouldn't be like an addiction. I cannot stay at home. Stay at home. Probably you can cook, right? Do something different. Most of the husbands don't cook, and I also don't know cooking. I'm trying to learn, right, from my wife. So you can help your wife in the kitchen or do something differently. Now, the principle number one is why we got to do things differently. The another important fact that the doctors have found is when you start doing things differently, the brain starts functioning differently, and there are a lot of what is the sensory nerves that open up. And you I forgot the medical term. There was a medical term. What is that? That nerval things, the nerval functions, it improves. So what happens is when you are doing that work routinely, right, mechanical work, same car, same route, same office, same work, and some people know they show such a tremendous resistance to change the job or to within the same company. I'm not talking about quitting the company. In the same company, they always are in a kind of a comfort zone. Same, such people you will see, they will put on a lot of weight, they will go through obesity, they'll go through a lot of health issues, they will be also not proactive mentally, they would have become more sluggish. You give them anything, any new work, or they will never know what is dynamicity. So many things. I face this problem for my role. I have a team, and I see people who are long timers in the company, especially settle down in a project or a work mechanically doing this for a very long time. I see that the rate is kind of, they are 50 to 60% lesser efficient compared to a person who had been in the process of changing their roles and profiles in regular intervals. I'm not saying too quickly you should change. At least once in 2 to 3 years you should look for a change. Only then you learn new things. Why it is important to learn, why it is important to do things newly in your life is it helps your hormonal system, it helps your brain sensory function, it helps your nervous system. You don't believe me, you go and consult your doctor. He will tell you why it is important to always have changes in your life. And that is why in Europe they have a policy itself. They have to take forced vacation. Because why? That is going to bring some kind of rejuvenation to your system, to your it's like mental freshness. You will feel afresh after a vacation. Now our guys know when they go to vacation, there also they'll be thinking of work. They'll be silently WhatsApping or taking a laptop and sitting by the beach side, and they will be silently connecting their dongle and they'll be working. I've seen many guys doing that. Do not do that. Don't worry, right? Well, you try doing it other way around. You stay away from work, take a vacation and come back. Your productivity and efficiency will really improve. Why? Because your system has gone through that rejuvenation. The same continuous way of doing things will really block your system. You will never be a dynamic person. And the first benefit that I told was your heart, the health of your heart will improve. And I shared a true story that I had gone through. Weight control. Many people want to lose their weight because obesity. I told you, right? How many ever kilometers you may run, you may walk upside down in your hands, you may run, you may jog, you may do anything, unless and until your lifestyle changes, your attitude changes. What is the change that we are expecting? Relax, man, slow down, change your work, change your job profile. If it is The company is not allowing you to grow, find a different company where you can grow. Growing means what? It's not about only promotion and getting hikes, it's about doing things differently, right? So that will really help. You won't believe, that can make a magical difference. I'm not saying you should stay away from your medicines and doctor, please follow the advice, but at the same time try this also, right? And improved ability or analytical ability. You know what, we lack in this ability to think and overthink, right? But certain guys, you see, they're very smart. You go and check their lifestyle, they would have taken a solid 7 to 8 hours sleep. You won't believe. One of the toppers, his name is Anthony, during my school days, the guy, the previous day, whenever the mathematics exam or something is there, we all will be sitting at home and learning, this guy will be playing cricket. And he says that the more I play, the more I relax, that's when I'm able to perform. The guy won't learn at that point of time, but and in the classroom, when the lecture is being given, the guy's eyes almost will be, sticking to the blackboard. You can never distract him. But we will be playing. Especially me, I was a backbencher, I was a very naughty guy. And I thought, we can study at home. What, this guy is saying the same thing and all that? No, the guy focuses there, and he actually, relaxes at home, and he was a topper in Tamil Nadu 12th standard. The guy was, it's a top second ranker in the district, Coimbatore district. He scored something like 1192, only 8 marks less, 1200 out of 1200, 1198 was his score. And his lifestyle was this, and I'm the living witness, right? I'm not in touch with him, but I know he would be definitely prospering. So what happens is your analytical ability really increases the more you relax, and you will not go through the last minute tensions. I've seen people, studying in the bus, and until they go to the classroom, they will be revising. And there, 1 minute is there for the bell to ring. They will be, are you so sincere? No, such people are the ones who are not at all sincere. They do not know the meaning of sincerity, right? Because why? You should have done it long ago. You should have periodically divided your stress and, kind of taken it into control, but you failed. And that's the reason most of the guys who are failing, no, they'll be, who will be studying at the last minute, and they will be relaxing. Instead of relaxing at home, they'll be relaxing in the school, or taking bunking the school and going somewhere and this and that. Anyway, I don't want to get into the olden day story. Let's forget the old school things and come to the current realm of talking things. Sharper brain function, which I already told you. And mood swings. You know what is the main reason for mood swings? Continuously getting involved in the same mechanical work, saying no to relaxation, saying no to rest, saying no to sleep. I will sleep only for 3 4 hours. I feel fresh, I feel fresh, I feel fresh. Yes, on a longer run, you know what? You will be very moody type. Nobody can handle you. You will be a short tempered person. You will be a hot tempered person. You will be full of rage. Even a simple comment from anyone, you will get immediately offended. All these things are in you. Check out. You will never relax. You are a person who are of type where you hate relaxation. We should not be sitting quiet, my friend. We should not be sitting idle at all. Sitting idle is the new therapy. Yeah, I've seen one guy's video. I forgot his name. He told sitting idle is the therapy for the current world, because you guys are running too fast and you're going to crash and die. Right? I don't want to pull up a name. I had a boss, my ex boss, and the guy is someone like that. Very proactive. He will never be quiet. I have met him a couple of times. He's in overseas, and he will be involved in some or other thing. He will never relax. And I've known him personally. He ended up in back pain, this pain, that pain, surgeries, and that and this. But still, he is the topper. He is a top performer. One of the very senior guys. He is prosperous in his professional life. But what happens to your health? What happens to your family life? What happens to your life at home? It's really terrible. Some people don't understand this, and for example, other ailments or other deficiencies like blood sugar levels will be in control, your cholesterol levels will be in control. These are the common tests. Your thyroxine hormone, right? Very important. Melatonin hormone, right? When you sleep in the night. Okay, I forgot to tell you this. My time is actually up. How many of you know while you sleep what all happens in your body? Can I tell you very quickly? Between 11 to 3, your blood gets filled up in the liver, and the liver function happens only between 11 to 3. That is when most of our guys will open up the laptop. Correct or not? Right? Please stay away from that. Why? Because The liver function is there to remove the toxicity, bad cholesterol, this and that. You are not allowing the liver to function. What happens? It stays back in your body, and that is where you will end up in all other problems, and you will go and pay tons and tons of money. You cannot operate liver. A lot of people end up in liver problems and they die. It's a miserable thing. And then what happens is your kidney functions will start after that. And likewise, your lungs also gets filled with the blood. Body will fill its blood in different organs, and it will perform its functions, right? Our body is so beautiful. Just pay that respect, show that little honor, right? Respect. What you need to do? Relax, take rest, and sleep when you have to sleep, work when you have to work, relax when you have to relax. Weekends meant for relaxation and all that, right? And then what happens is, I'll tell you, around 6 o'clock your digestive system is ready. Actually, you have to go to the toilet and finish all your toilet work, right? Many people rise up only at 8 a.m. in the morning, and they'll have breakfast at 10 a.m. in the morning. Some people go for brunch somewhere around 11:30. Brunch and what? Lunch and breakfast together equal to called as brunch. You will die soon, I'm telling you. Nobody has no. You are enemy to your own self. Sorry to use that word, but you're killing yourself. It's like a self-suicidal attempt. Please don't do that. You understand? So show that respect, and dinner time is roughly between 7:30 to 8 at least. Many people have dinner. In fact, that is snack time for most of them. Dinner will be at 10:30 or 11. Whenever I tell this, no, what are you doing? When I'm having dinner, they'll be laughing at me, and I don't know what to say or how to react. I'll feel very sad for such people. It will really improve all the ailments that you're going through, all sorts of deficiencies that you're going through. It will really help. Lastly, it will help to boost your immunity. You want immunity to be boosted, you have to relax. Taking rest and relaxing will boost your immunity. How many of you believe me or not? You try it out, right? You will only see the difference. You're fighting with allergies, you're fighting with a lot of other infections, this and that, chronic allergies and all that. You take enough rest, you relax, you will do well. All right. God bless you. I think I couldn't cover everything, but the maximum that we could cover, we gave you a sneak peek of what it is. So from today onwards, take periodic breaks, take regular breaks, sit idle if you want to, whatever way to relax. For me, relaxing is I want to listen to some, some spiritual messages or some music or something like that, and go for a long walk very slowly. Again, I won't be running or stressing. Some people know they stress more while walking. I don't know why. It's to de-stress your system that you're going for a walk. So relax, walk slowly and just relax, enjoy the breeze, enjoy the fresh air and all that. We have different ways to relax and de-stress ourselves. So pick your ways. Ultimate point is have that consistently managed, and you are the responsible person to your body. All right. Take care. Please subscribe to our channel. If you have not subscribed, you will start getting so many videos like this. It's only going to help you to march ahead in your life. And our intention is only to boost one thing, that is be an overcomer of all the problems or all the issues that you're facing in life. And anything is possible, only thing you ought to put in your efforts. Take care, and I'll meet you soon in the next session. Namaskaram.